Hello, 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 and we're back. I'm waiting for the obligatory chat messages to come through, if there are anybody out there. But we are live, and this is gonna. I'll go ahead and say it today. This is gonna be a relatively short stream, so we'll see how much we can get done. But I did want to kind of stay on some type of schedule because those things are good for consistency, and I've been doing relatively well at it. So we want to keep it going in that regard. So we are going to uh, get into it with a little bit of preliminary. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. Um, you are, I'll say you are a good inspiration there because you stream like multiple times a week, and you do it and also stay pretty consistent. So I'm trying to get like you. Let's put it that way. But thanks for coming through. As I mentioned before, if you were looking at if you saw the stream title, oh man, I just forgot. I didn't put a, I didn't put a catchy title in the stream in the Twitch um, notification. So it's probably the same one from last time. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it was like, is this project still alive or something? So, um, Sihan, thanks for coming through. Bedtime Bear, I know your actual name, but it escapes me at the moment. But yes, thanks for coming through also. And yes, we're doing some stuff with Playwright. Craig, yes, used to work on uh Angular. But not sure if you're still Angular, Google, something like that. Um, believe so, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, thanks for coming through. Yes, Angular Protractor. Yeah. So this is maybe timely, untimely stream for uh Angular and Protractor. But there are new tools out there, so we're always looking at new tools for the landscape. So, and Playwright is one of them. So let's switch over to here. Yes, Playwright is a new tool from, well, I don't know if it's new, but it's relatively new from Microsoft that lets you do end-to-end testing for modern apps and has some nice bells and whistles there also. But what I'm looking at specifically today is something that I have previously done before, which is component testing. And Playwright has experimental support for components, and it supports right now it supports React, Svelte, Vue, and Solid. And the part of the secret sauce of that is that it uses Vite under the hood, and Analog supports Vite. So I wanted to see if we could get Playwright testing with other Playwright testing, component testing, and Playwright with Angular components. So like I said, I had done this previously, but um, for some odd reason, I didn't save that work to a branch, or I did save it to a branch, just couldn't find it. Um, so yes, we're doing it again, and I know that there has been some work doing with this already from Yunez. Let's see if we can find it. Yunez Angular Playwright. Yeah, so he's done some things. He wrote a blog post recently about versatile Angular that also lets you use, no thanks, also lets you use um, Playwright with Angular also, but you have to you have to do things in a versatile Angular style, which it kind of tells you here. Standalone components, use inject only, inline templates, inline styles, don't use Sass or Tailwind features that need pre-processing. So if you can stay within those constraints, okay, yes, you got me. If you can stay within those constraints, then you can use some of these tools today without any extra tooling. The only other caveat is you're doing this in JIT mode in Angular. So definitely check out the blog post, and if you want to try that out. But we're going to dive right in and see how far. Like I said, I'm just kind of want to see how far we can just get by using what's out of the box, and then see how much further we have to take it to get an Angular component working. So let's see. I'm going to go back over to the docs here. Step 3, run the test. npm run test CT. So I'm guessing it may have set something up for me already. There it is. I ran the initial yarn create playwright steps already, so I'm not sure what it's going to run here, but I'm going to run it anyway. I cannot read. Oh, that's nice. Checking, cannot use import statement outside of module. Okay, this must have picked up some tests that were already, probably picked up this test here, but we haven't done anything with that yet. So let's just delete that. Well, let's see. So cannot use import outside of module. Okay. So analog playwright source test. And I already have my stuff set up here. So let's see what playwright is including for, because it just picks up those files in the beginning test directory. Okay. So it just picks up anything in here. Playwright test, example spec. Okay, so let's look at the, let's close that. And let's go to the GitHub repo and see what a React component test looks like. At least a setup anyway. So we got hooks. Yeah, oh, that looks familiar. And index.js. Add runner plugin. Require playwright test, register source, require Vite.js plugin React. This is probably where we'll slot in the analog plugin. So that seems okay. Is this the one I just clicked on? Register. Okay, register and register source. So this is where it picks up the components for registering them and creating them. So, and then mounts and unmounts the component there. So what we will do, yeah, I was, like I said, surprised I didn't clone this already, but that's neither here nor there. Microsoft clone Playwright. Let's use that one. We're just gonna clone the whole thing, and probably gonna do maybe some copy paste in here, but we'll at least get it to a point where it looks like some Angular code. Playwright. Open that up. Packages, and we're just gonna take this one and copy and analog playwright, and we'll paste that in here. Rename it to Playwright CT Angular. Make it easy PR, maybe this works out. But so yeah, we'll just copy or replace some of those things. So I think this part can stay the same, except for this one will be analog.js, Vite plugin Angular. The defaults should be fine. I would put this in node modules, but then I'll have to put it in node modules, but then I'll have to like try not to yarn install anything so it doesn't delete it. So, and we have our hooks here. I think I can leave this part alone just from when I did this before. Of course, the second time around is always less. Second time around is always hopefully quicker because I did all the hard stuff last time. Okay, I can leave that alone. I believe this is where most of the work was being done. So this file is injected into the registry as text, so no dependencies are allowed. Okay. Let's delete that one. And this register stays the same. Registry get component type, ends with name. I think we can leave all that the same way. Following components are registered. We'll leave that the same for now. Component function or component type. I think what we could do here is mirror, and we'll use reflect component type from Angular Core. I actually learned this from Chow, who submitted a PR to Analog that uses this. So this will give you information about the component, whether it's actual Angular component, if it's not standalone, or that sort of thing. So I could check to see if it is ng, we'll say it's ng component, or ng component is standalone. If it's not a component, or if it's not a standalone component, only standalone components are supported. This thing's probably, you know, what would be nice if it could just, if it had in its history just what I did here before. That would be nice. Living in a van. Hey, what's up? I am doing well. How are you? Work with Playwright, but it's been a long time since playing with Angular. Yes, that sounds about right. But yes, I'm trying to, like I said, I tried to get this working previously, and I had, like I said, I got this working previously. I'm sort of like recreating what I did there. I can probably close this. Where is reflect component type imported from? It comes from Angular Core. So that's where it gets dropped in from. So then we have our return here. I can probably go look at Astro Angular because it keeps paying dividends in that way. So let's copy. Let's copy some of this. We'll bring this in here. Good night. Hey, what's up, Danny? Thanks for coming through. Of course, I can't promise any of this is going to work by the time I have to check out, but we'll see. Analog. And let's see, create application. So we'll bring all of this over. And create application will like create the platform for this component and all the necessary thing that it needs to do. Application ref. Did I not bring that one in? Thought I did. Okay, we're in a MJS, so no types. Component props. I don't think I will need that part. So this gives me the component. Where is this coming from? Oh, nowhere, because it's saying it's going to be a React function, which is not. So let's take out the. Okay. Hey, nice. Let's nuke that guy, person, spammer, bot thing. Nico, what's up? How are you? We're doing a, I would say we're doing a bit of a speed run, but not really. So this is going to be type. I don't know if it let me put types in like that, but type from Angular Core. I'm doing pretty good. It's getting close to the holiday, so ready to celebrate some Christmas and get some time off of work, which is always nice. Okay, so then we get down here, and I think, okay, we call render React render component. Let's return this. And unmount. What am I fiddling with now? I'm glad you asked. Playwright has component testing, and I want to see if we can. I've already gotten this working before, but I'm trying to get this working with Angular again. So I'm trying to like retrace some of the steps I took to get it working before. And unmount component at node. Okay, we're going to do nothing there for now. Let's console log out the root element. There, that'd at least give us something to see. What you been up to? How are things? Component. Application ref, yes. Type stuff probably can delete. The usual works. Yes. It's that time of year where you got to take a break from the grind. Type any. Okay, hooks. I don't think I had to do anything special in here. Let's look in here. I didn't add. Okay, I did add zone.js in here. I'm not sure if well, pretty sure probably need it, so we'll go ahead and include it there. And let's see. Playwright CT config, Playwright test config, devices. Okay, I'm not sure if it'll let me do this, but we'll see. Playwright CT Angular. Oops. Desktop Chrome, desktop Firefox, desktop Safari. Let's stick with Chrome for now. What do we have here? References. I'm just going to, an easy fix, just ask ChatGPT. Yes, I should ask ChatGPT. Hey, can you find that code I like deleted before? Um, that would be great. Thanks. And then it will give me some long spiel about how you should like use source control to make sure that you don't lose your changes, which is also a valid answer. Find this but wrong answers only. Yes, that would be a good game to play. Ask ChatGPT to give me some answers, but not the correct ones. I don't want answers. I want I don't want actual answers. I want funny answers. So give me those. Okay, so source index. And this is where it's going to mount the component so you can put extra stuff in here. So we have an example spec here. Okay, let's create a test component here. Test.ts. And we'll name this selector app test template test works. Seems to be the flavor of the test there. I'm not sure if I should put, well, I could just do an export task class test component. And that's enough. Oh, standalone true, because that's how we roll. Standalone all the things. Plus the test would have probably blew up anyway. So let's go back to here and create a test spec. We're just going to copy this and say test.spec.ts. Paste that in there. Delete this one. So we're staying focused at least. Test expect from Playwright CT Angular. We're going to mount the test component. And the component should contain test works. So let's fix that path there. And let's update this for tests so we keep it focused at least. And let's try it. Is this my other? Okay, same terminal. So yarn test CT, or maybe not. Where am I? Okay. CD analog Playwright. We'll go ahead and commit the changes. Feature add Playwright testing with Angular component or components. Just so I don't lose this once again, and I'll try to push this repo up after the stream is over. Either way, just so we have a record. So let's run RNCT test. And require is not a function. Oh, that's nice. Probably because we're in module land, I guess. Let's go back to here and require. Is this async? Not sure. Only fetch. Create plugin returns promise of void. Maybe, let's see, tsconfig. I'm not sure if this is a requirement or not. But we're going to try it. Yes, 2015. Just join. What is Playwright? Playwright is an end-to-end testing solution from Microsoft. If you think of what Cypress is, then Playwright is another option there. It's definitely grown in popularity pretty recently to use for end-to-end testing. And it does some of the same thing. Of course, some of the same things that Cypress does. But it also, of course, integrates with all things Microsoft. And they have experimental component testing, which is what we're trying today. I have gotten some of the ways there, but we're probably going to run into it says require is not a function. Let's see. So I intentionally said this is going to be a short stream today, so I'll have to see if this is just part of the, okay, analog, playwright, roll up, try module parse, reflect component, reflect component type. Done BDD testing like Cucumber.js. I have not done that before. Well, I have done the behavior or the BDD testing, but it was a long time ago and it was with PHP, oddly enough. So saying it, Yeah, I'm going to have to. Identifier has already been declared. Okay. I did something. Oh, I'm not sure where that's. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's nice. Hey, we got guess we fixed one thing and everything just kind of falls into place. Test should work. Did it do something? Okay, that works. Tests of 10 milliseconds exceeded. Okay. One thing I want to try to do is set up so I can use Playwright Test Runner with those tests for style feature files. Okay, cool. Registry component type. We'll say it's any. So, it's not defined. Okay, cool. So, I made some progress here. At least got the test to run. And let's try one more thing. Component function ends with name. Okay, these types are kind of getting in the way. Hey, Oscar, what's up? How are you? Oh, create component. And my host element, is that being passed in? I don't think so. Create application. Yeah, I think there was, oh, okay, I see. Root, we pass in our root element here, and then we have our root element here. That way it'll have something to attach to. So if we go root element here, and we'll try this really quickly, and then we'll have to run off for today. But Vite bundling for production. We'll see if, okay, so should work, mount, await. So making some progress there at least. Playwright mount, which is should be what we're getting here. I'll have to do some more work there, but we're at least getting to the point where it brings the component in, registers it, and it tries to run the test against it. I'm sure there's something I'm missing there, but we'll have to dig into that one further. So, like I said, this was a quick, relatively quick stream today. I'm going to fill around with this some more over the break. So look for more. Maybe I even do a follow up on Playwright testing with Angular and just have more of a structure. This was more of like a session to try to get it working, but we'll continue to work on this, and we'll put something up so people can help me figure it out. So I won't work too much over the stream. Definitely not. I already got too many ideas and not enough time. So thanks for everyone for coming through, and I will see you all.